Now, to the information. Just this afternoon, I arrived back from Saboba to meet the family of LAZZY Boy. Now, a lot of issues were discussed, and the conclusion is here. At this moment, the family has given me the go-ahead to announce the funeral date and arrangements with you, so that all of us can together mourn our brother and give him a perfect place to rest. The family said, yes, of course, they are Muslims. But aside being Muslims, LAZZY Boy is also from a royal family. And the leaders of their family, as royals, they want to give LAZZY Boy a bit of the royalty in terms of burial. And because of that, the family has decided to blend the two in terms of religion and a bit of tradition. So the bottom line is that the leader of the family has designated a place which is in the house, the family house. And that is where LAZZY Boy is going to be buried. He is not going to be taken to the cemetery elsewhere, but in the house they have prepared a place where they will keep his mortal remains. That being said, they will also want to give him that royalty in terms of burial, and because of that, as customary and tradition demands, this is what is going to be done. On the 3rd of January, 2025, the body of LAZZY will be received by the family from the morgue. When the body is received, on that 3rd January, that day is a Friday, when the family receives his body, they will keep him in a room, and the room where he will be kept will be exclusive to only a few family members. He will not be displayed in the public domain like we sometimes see or hear or witness. No. He will be kept in a room which will only be available for a few family members because of tradition. And then throughout the night, there will be a lot of traditional preparations and traditional prayers and other things that will be done. And then on the 4th of January, which will be a Saturday, 3rd January is Friday. On the 4th of January, which is a Saturday, the body of LAZZY Boy will be moved from this private exclusive room and be brought out in a coffin. So we may only see LAZZY Boy in terms of witnessing his coffin on the outside on the 4th, which is a Saturday. And then when his coffin is brought out, a few other traditional and then Islamic prayers and other stuff will be said for him. And right after that, between the hours of 9-10 a.m., his body will be laid to rest. Between 9-10 a.m. on the 4th of January, his body will be laid to rest. Now, after his body is laid to rest, the family will continue the traditional way. And in continuation of the traditional way, what will happen is soothsaying. The soothsaying will be performed on the 7th of January. There will be some preparations on the 5th and 6th towards the soothsaying on the 7th. Those who have witnessed the traditional burial of the concumbers will understand this a bit. So, after the burial on the 4th, in the morning around 9 to 10 a.m., on the 5th, there will be preparations. On the 6th, a continuous preparations towards the 7th, which is the soothsaying day. So on the 7th, there will be soothsaying. And after the soothsaying, the family has agreed that after the soothsaying, if we the fans, if we the management, if the rest of the family who happens to be musicians will want to also do anything to honor LAZZY Boy, after the soothsaying, they will now give us the permission to go ahead to do whatever we want to do, whether it's going to be a program, a concert, or whatsoever. Then after the soothsaying, we'll be given that permission on the evening of the 7th. Then we can do whatever concert and performances we want to do. And then on the 8th, we will also be given the opportunity again to continue with our performances and whatever program we want to do. And then at the end of the 8th, the family will then end the funeral of LAZZY Boy. So it means that his body will be removed or will be received from the morgue on the 3rd January. In the evening, he will be kept in a private room. And then on the 4th January, which is Saturday, his body will be moved out in a coffin around 9 to 10 a.m. And then from there, he will be buried immediately. Between the hours of 9 and 10, he will be buried. And after the burial, after he's laid to rest, then preparations will begin towards the soothsaying, which will be on the 7th. And after the soothsaying on the 7th, you and I will now have the opportunity to also do our programs or whatsoever we want to do in remembrance of our great legend, LAZZY Boy. So this is the arrangement. This is the decision that has been taken by the family. We know that January, from January 3rd to somewhere January 7th and 8th, is a busy time for most musicians. We also know that politically, government has changed hands in Ghana. And during that same period, we will be witnessing transition here and there. We will also be seeing the swearing in of the 9th Parliament. 7th of January is when the new president will be sworn in Ghana. So a lot of political activities are also going to take place within that same period. The family has considered all this and still thought that that is the appropriate time for them to give their royal LAZZY Boy a place to rest. So if anything is going to keep you busy around that time, because that time is also Christmas, I understand the new year will also be around that time. So if anything is going to keep you away from coming to the burial and final funeral rite of LAZZY Boy, we still want to beg you. The accounts always say, "Ochi ankwa no humako." If you in person will not be able to attend, whatever support, whatever you wish to do to console the bereaved family, I think you can still do it. And that is why the family has given me the go-ahead. Whoever will want to contact the family should contact me. And then all the necessary arrangement, be it a donation or whatsoever, you can pass it through us. And it will also be communicated to the family as such. A number has been given, and that is the number I have put on the screen. So whatever payment you are going to send, at the end of the day, we will have a thorough audit of the phone number, in terms of monies that are going to be received and monies that will be removed from this SIM card. This is a merchant number. The contact number you see is a merchant number. So at the end of the day, there will be a statement of the SIM card which will be received, and they can check all monies that will come on the number, and they can also be able to trace all monies that will come or will move out of the number. So there is nothing about trust issues that you should fear. So whatever donation you want to give, you can call us and let's discuss it. Then we can receive it and then make the family have it. So this number I have given, or the contact number on the screen, is a merchant number. The name on it is Best Multimedia. It's a merchant number. The name on it is Best Multimedia. So from today as I speak, whatever donation or whatsoever support you may want to give, when it comes, at the end of the day, we'll be able to account for it. And I will also be glad if the family will permit me. I will be glad to come back and announce to you here whatever we got from you. But in case you can be able to come for the funeral, then just prepare yourself and come. When you come, whatever you have and will want to give to the family, when you come, you see the family face to face, then you can give it out to them, to console them and to support them in the funeral of LAZZY Boy. But in case you are far or anything will hold you and you can't come, the number is here. It's a merchant number. Once again, the name on it is Best Multimedia. If you call, it will come. The same way when you send or whatever transaction you will do, it will also come. Now, if you are outside Ghana and you are watching us and you want to do something special, because most of you outside Ghana may not be able to send Momo and other means and stuff. So when you contact us, when you call us through this number, we will receive your call and look at any other arrangements that can be done to receive whatever support you have. So you can still call through this number and then we can discuss things further.